next speaker is Lee Miles. Lee is one of our newest members, and he's currently the club secretary. He's an acquisition project manager for the U.S. Air Force. He loves to contribute to teams and lead them to success. His hobbies include traveling, hiking, taking pictures of delicious food, playing sports, salsa dancing, long walks on the beach, and getting email addresses from all the ladies. But he doesn't touch, though. The title of the speech is How to Become an Air Force Officer. Please welcome up Lee Miles.
Good evening, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members, honored guests. My name is Lieutenant Lee Miles, and I'm an officer in the United States Air Force. So, I want you to take a moment with me. Visualize you being a parent, and you have an 18-year-old kid. And this 18-year-old kid is a senior in high school, and he's really close. He's 2 months away from graduating. He has all these options on the table. He has, I can go to college, there's this trust fund waiting for you to fund it. He can join the family business, but out of nowhere he comes and asks you, or she asks you, hey, I'm interested in joining the military. What do? Do you just tell them no, you have all this stuff set up for you, why would you do that? Or would you walk them through the situation, or walk them through the option of doing that and let them decide to do it themselves or rule it out on their own? I'm not here to endorse the military as a way for young kids, but I want to present the option of becoming an officer and how to be one. So there's 3 things that you have to do in order to become an officer. First, you have to choose the branch that you want to be in. You have to decide or know that there's an option to become an officer. There's 2 ways you can go in the military, be an officer or enlisted. And you have to set yourself up in order to become an officer candidate. So, well, before you can be able to pick a branch, you have to be able to express your interest in the military. So how do you become interested? Well, Hollywood does a very good job of that for us with all the movies, Saving Private Ryan, you have the Transformers, Superman. So they can learn from Hollywood, they can find out from a veteran, a family member, maybe their dad, their mom served, and so they can be influenced to make them want to do it. So next they have to pick a branch that they're interested in. There's four branches that you can pick from. You have the Army, you have the Air Force, the Navy, and the Coast Guard Marines. The Army, think of them as your ground pounders. They're going to be out there securing battlefields, and they have the tanks and everything. The Air Force, they have the planes, they have the networks. They're geeky with the cyber attacks and stuff. And we also manage all the space assets. Then you have the Navy, think ships, sailors, going out, monitoring the foreign seas, protecting our trade routes. Then you have the Coast Guard, protecting our homeland and our coasts. And the Marines, think light, mobile, packing a punch, but they don't have all the luggage that the Army does to sustain that. So, after you choose the Air Force, because that's what they're going to choose, you have to know what's there for you. Most people in this country that join the service, they join through the enlisted ranks. So what they will do is they're a high school student and they have to make this decision right when they graduate, or very close to. It's one of the biggest decisions in their lives. It's up there with like a wedding, buying a house. I don't think there's any other bigger, having a baby. So, a lot of them join enlisted, but they don't know that they have this officer option. So, why is there a reason? Why is there a distinction between whether there's an officer or enlisted? Well, the enlisted folks, they're the people that actually kind of do the work. They take directions from the officers, and think if the officer does your management tier, they're the ones that come up with plans and kind of the strategic initiatives and policies on how we're going to manage warfare and interact with our partners. So there's an interesting dynamic that occurs when we have this officer enlisted groups here. You have an officer who leads them, and the thing is that in order to become an officer, there's one main criteria to meet. You have to get a bachelor's degree from a four-year accredited university. And so what happens is there are people that follow through the regular tracks of commissioning, or they follow through the regular tracks to become an officer, and they end up graduating from a college, and they're managing people that have been enlisted when out of high school, that have been in 1 year to multiple years, probably 20 years, a whole career. And so there's this weird dynamic where you can be a lot younger than the person and still be their manager, which is not very common in a lot of civilian in the civilian world. So, like I mentioned earlier, in order to become a commissioned officer, you've got to have a bachelor's degree. You have to attend a commissioning course in order to receive a commission to be an officer. And so there are 3 ways to do that. The first way, one way to do it is right out of high school, you can submit a package to the Air Force Academy and also get an endorsement from your congressperson in your state saying that this person's a good person, he's valedictorian or whatever, and you compete with a pool of applicants at the Air Force Academy. Another way to get a commission is to do it the normal way like me and have a normal life, is to go to a regular college, and at your college is an ROTC attachment. ROTC is a Reserve Officer Training Corps. And so you attend a class just like everybody else, you sign up for your classes through the registrar, and you have a regular college life, and you learn about the military, and you attend field training during that 4 years. So, and then there's a third option for people that already have degrees, so they're not left out. After they get their degree, they can apply for officer training school, and this is handled at Maxwell Air Force Base in Alabama, and it's 9 weeks long, and they're able to, after that, get a commission and become an Air Force officer. So I just took time here to let people know that if you have a son or a friendly friend that's 18-year-old and they're considering options, and the military is one of them, that officer track is the way to go, and they can ask me if they have any questions, or you can kind of tell them that's there as an option. Thank you.